Hello everyone. What we're making today is homemade caramel sauce. And the reason I'm making this is because I used the last of my coffee creamer this morning and I have to make some more, and I forgot to order some caramel syrup. So we're just gonna make it ourselves, and I figured I would show you all how to make it as well. It's amazing that something with so few ingredients makes something that is absolutely delicious. I love caramel, love it. What we're gonna need is some water. We're gonna need some white granulated sugar, some pure vanilla extract, some heavy whipping cream, and then some salt. Now I'm using salted butter because that's all I have. You can use unsalted butter. If you use unsalted, then you'll want to add some salt. So what I'm going to do is clear off my stove, grab a pan, and I'll be back to show you what we do next. So what I have here is 9 tablespoons of butter. And again, it is the salted butter, so I'm not going to add any salt. I did cut it up into pieces, and I'm just going to let it sit out here. I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I have 6 tablespoons of water, or 3/8 of a cup. I have 3/4 cup of heavy cream here. Just leave it sit out so it can get to room temperature. You can microwave it on low, just very, very slightly, to get it warm if you wanted to do that, but you don't want it hot or anything like that. You just want it either room temperature or slightly warm. And then I have 1.5 cups of white granulated sugar here. So the first thing we're going to do, I have my pot here. We're going to pour the sugar in. Just wanted to even it out a little bit, and I'll go ahead and pour in your water. We're going to turn the heat on medium, and you can lightly stir this right now. When it starts to boil, you do not want to stir. So I'm going to get this combined, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I just stirred it until it was combined. We're just going to let this go. You don't want to walk away. You want to kind of stay kind of close. We're going to get this to a boil, and then I'll be back to show you what we do next. Okay, we are starting to come up to a boil here. So what you're going to do is do not stir it, and we're just going to let this go until it starts to get to a golden amber color, almost like the color of honey. Once it does that, we're going to go ahead and add in our butter. Be very, 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 very careful because it will bubble up when you add the butter. And this mixture is hot. Once it gets close to that color, I'll show you what it looks like. You can see it's starting to slowly change color, but we need it to be a little bit darker. And I'm going to be adding the butter in now. And this is what it looks like when you add the butter. You're just going to whisk it in, but it will bubble up, and it is hot, so please be very careful. Once it's combined, go ahead and slowly stir in your heavy cream. Okay, I just stirred in my heavy cream. I set my timer for 1 minute. Once that 1 minute is up, we're going to remove it from the heat, and we're going to add our vanilla extract. Okay, our 1 minute is up, so add your vanilla extract and just stir that in. Now this will thicken as it cools. That looks beautiful. It smells wonderful. I'm not gonna whisk it too much. I don't want it to get a lot of air in it. And there you have it. I'll show you what it looks like. Once I get it poured into a container and it starts to cool, I'll show you the consistency. But it does get thicker as it sits and cools down. Now you can stir this while you're waiting for it to cool, but you don't want to scrape around the sides, just in case there would be any sugar crystals on the sides. You don't want your caramel to be grainy. Okay, I let it cool in the pan for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into my glass container. And then once it cools a bit more, I will show you the consistency, and then we'll give it a taste. Okay, our caramel sauce is done. I have it in my glass container here. That's the consistency so far. Now, when you put it in the refrigerator, it is going to get a bit thicker, and you do want to store this in the refrigerator. So I put some in a little container because I love caramel, and why not just eat it straight from a little bowl? We're going to give it a try. Buttery, caramel. I love caramel so much. Now I can make my homemade coffee creamer. Perfect amount of sweetness. delicious. Delicious. It's been a few hours and I just wanted to show y'all how thick it gets when it's in the refrigerator. So you could put this over ice cream. You can eat it by the spoonful like me. And I just got done making my homemade coffee creamer. And I put some of this caramel in and I'm telling you, it's delicious. I just wanted to show you all how thick it gets as it sits, as well as when it's in the refrigerator. I hope you all enjoy this video, and if you make it, please let me know how you like it. I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.